John David Anderson is a renowned American country music singer and songwriter who has had a thriving career spanning over 40 years. His musical journey began in 1977 with the release of his debut single, I've Got a Feelin', Somebody's Been Stealin'. Over the years, Anderson has earned a place on the Billboard country music charts with more than 40 charted singles, including 5 chart-topping hits like Wild and Blue, Swingin', Black Sheep, Straight Tequila Night, and Money in the Bank. He has also released 22 studio albums on various labels, with his most recent album, Years, produced by Nashville veteran producer David Ferguson and Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys, and released on April 10, 2020, on the Easy Eye Sound label. In recognition of his exceptional contribution to the music industry, Anderson was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame on October 5, 2014. So sit back and relax as we explore the life, music, and legacy of John Anderson.
Before we begin, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our upcoming videos.
Growing up in Apopka, Florida, John David Anderson's musical preferences were not initially focused on country music, but rather on rock and roll legends like Jimi Hendrix and the Rolling Stones. However, at 15 years old, he discovered country music through artists like George Jones and Merle Haggard, which led him to pursue this genre. In 1971, Anderson made his way to Nashville, Tennessee, where he took on odd jobs, including working as a roofer at the Grand Ole Opry House during the day while playing in clubs at night. After years of performing in clubs, Anderson signed his first recording contract with Warner Brothers Records in 1977. His debut single, I've Got a Feelin', Somebody's Been Stealin', hit the Billboard country chart the same year, and the next year he reached the country top 40 with The Girl at the End of the Bar. Anderson's unique vocal style and distinctive backwoods accent made him a prominent figure in the new traditionalist movement alongside fellow artists like Ricky Skaggs and George Strait. Throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s, Anderson continued to release successful singles that solidified his reputation in the country music scene. One of his most popular songs, I'm Just an Old Chunk of Coal, But I'm Gonna Be a Diamond Someday, from the 1981 album John Anderson 2, earned him a Grammy Award nomination for Best Male Country Vocal Performance. With the release of his fourth album, Wild and Blue, in 1982, John Anderson achieved mainstream success in the country music world. The album's lead single, Swingin', which he co-wrote with longtime collaborator Lionel Delmore, climbed the charts and reached #1 by March of the following year. It even crossed over to the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 43, making it the biggest-selling record in the history of Warner Brothers Records. The single's success brought Anderson 5 nominations for the Country Music Association Awards that year, with Swingin' winning Single of the Year and Anderson receiving the Horizon Award. He also received nominations for Song of the Year, Male Vocalist of the Year, and Album of the Year. Although Anderson continued to release successful albums after Wild and Blue, none of them matched the same level of chart success or sales. In 1986, he and Warner Brothers Records parted ways. After leaving Warner Brothers, John Anderson signed with MCA Records and released 2 albums, followed by one with Capitol Records in 1990. Despite minimal chart success during those years, he experienced a resurgence in 1991 after joining B&A Records and collaborating with legendary country producer James Stroud to release the album Seminole Wind. The album was powered by the title single, which rose to #2 on the charts, and the #1 single Straight Tequila Night, and proved to be a turning point in Anderson's career. The album has been certified 2 times platinum, the highest of any of Anderson's albums, and he was nominated for 3 CMA awards. Following the success of Seminole Wind, Anderson released a number of chart-topping albums and singles. He recorded for B&A until 1996 before leaving the label. Anderson has since recorded for several labels with moderate chart success. His album Bigger Hands, produced once again by James Stroud, was released in 2009. Throughout his career, Anderson has collaborated with a number of different artists, including Waylon Jennings and John Rich of Big and Rich. Anderson lives in Smithville, Tennessee, with his wife and 2 daughters. He was named an honorary member of the Music Mafia. In 1993, Anderson was awarded the Academy of Country Music Career Achievement Award.